Biden's cancer bombshell has rocked America. A media tornado has swept the nation and shocked the world. Trump calls Biden a decrepit corpse, propped up by a radical left regime, claiming the country was secretly run by extremist puppeteers throughout Biden's presidency. Some people believe it. Others are unsure. Many are furious, heartbroken, terrified. Still others bury their heads in the sand, hoping it'll all go away. So, should we believe it? The campaign against Biden has evolved from rehashing past political scandals into a full-scale public trial. Once hailed as a battle-worn soul fighting for the soul of America, Biden is now cursed by voices from the left, center, and right, treated like a living corpse awaiting moral dissection. So the question must be asked, did Joe Biden lie to the American people? Fear of Trump is easy to understand. But the hate for Biden? Nixon resigned in disgrace, Clinton was impeached, George W. Bush's wars and economic failures were catastrophic, yet none of them suffered the kind of universal contempt now aimed at Biden. Why? In our last episode, we explored how Trump and the media teamed up to take down Biden. In this one, we unpack the latest accusation: why do people from all sides suddenly seem united in their hatred? In the next episode, we'll look at how Democrats themselves are turning on Biden, cutting ties and pointing fingers. Let's start with Biden's cancer diagnosis. What, if any, is the wrongdoing? The anti-Biden coalition felt utterly vindicated at the news of Biden's diagnosis. Trump exploded. The public wasn't notified a long time ago because to get to stage 9, that's a long time. Somebody is not telling the facts. That's a big problem. And the doctors lied. It's very dangerous for our country. Of course, there's no such thing as stage 9 cancer. Cancer is staged from 0 to 4. But facts aren't the point. For the anti-Biden alliance, emotional satisfaction trumps logic. Who cares what Trump got wrong, as long as it feels like Biden is guilty? Hardcore haters are adamant that Biden is hiding something. Others take the better safe than sorry view. The public sees only an old man who seems weaker by the day. But treating suspicion as evidence, especially for something like cancer, violates any decent standard of public discourse. Yes, the public has a right to know about serious health conditions, but there's also the question of privacy, humanity, and basic ethics. Biden's cancer announcement came amid a wave of anti-Biden attacks, fueled by a new book and media frenzy. Stage 4 prostate cancer with signs of spread is serious, but is it fair to claim a cover-up? The diagnosis came Friday. It was announced Sunday. Where's the long deception? Some claim Biden's doctors conspired to hide his illness. Let's look at the facts. When Biden ran in 2019, his campaign released a full medical summary. He had been treated for benign prostatic hyperplasia, a common condition in older men. There was no evidence of cancer. Medical guidelines don't recommend routine PSA screening for men over 70 due to high false positives and limited benefit. There are risks of side effects and overtreatment. Biden's last PSA test was in 2014 and came back negative. In short, Biden's diagnosis was sudden and medically routine for someone his age. Accusing doctors of lying? That's the kind of thing you'd expect in Stalin's Soviet Union, not modern America. Right-wing outlets like Fox News and the authors of Original Sin even dragged in Beau Biden's brain cancer, accusing Joe of hiding it from the public, which is flat-out false. Beau Biden's illness and his passing in 2015 were well publicized by his family. Even presidents have a right to family privacy. Why is Biden the only one denied basic human dignity? Joe Biden lost his eldest son. That pain never leaves. Yet Trump's allies spent years tormenting Biden through investigations and charges against his surviving son. Now, as Biden fights cancer, they attack again, mocking him, accusing him of dementia, even calling for charges against First Lady Jill Biden for elder abuse. Donald Trump Jr. insulted her on social media. Some Democrats even accused Jill Biden of being a modern-day Lady Macbeth. This isn't politics. It's cruelty. It crosses every ethical line. 1 week after the cancer news broke, Biden attended his grandson's high school graduation. He looked healthy and alert, just like any proud grandfather. Like Jimmy Carter, Biden is powered by faith, family, patriotism, and duty, not scandal. But watching the mainstream media abandon its last shreds of humanity, it's gut-wrenching. Is this still the United States of America, a country that once stood for decency, privacy, and personal dignity? How far have we fallen? The hatred for Biden and the fear of Trump feed off each other. Trump rants against Biden multiple times daily, calling him corrupt, weak, evil. And it sticks. Why? Because Biden beat Trump. Because Biden's record outshines Trump's. But it's not just Trump. The media, the far left, the far right, all have been swept up. From day one, blame Biden and block Biden became the bipartisan playbook. Immigration reform and the Afghanistan withdrawal were two prime examples. Immigration reform was sabotaged to shield Trump from criminal prosecution by preserving his chances of re-election, while the chaos of the Afghanistan withdrawal was a trap deliberately set by Trump. The media twisted the chaos, shifting blame to Biden and exonerating Trump. Trump emerged unscathed, while Biden has borne the full brunt, with the horrific airport scene stuck in people's minds. Blocking Biden's policies, laying traps, and fueling hatred all serve one goal: keeping Trump in the game and Biden in the dirt. And it worked. The media turned immigration and Afghanistan into Biden's original sins, even though the disasters were set in motion by Trump. None of it makes logical sense. But emotionally? Politically? It's wildly effective. Trump screams, the country follows in hating Biden. But is Biden truly that detestable? It is no baseless claim to say that mainstream media hate Biden. Look at the coverage: one narrative, one tone, one angle. That only happens in two scenarios: either the evidence is overwhelming, or the disdain is shared. There's no proof Biden deceived the public. What is evident is that the media truly despises Biden. And the double standards are glaring. Trump's chaos is normalized, Biden's missteps are treated as crimes. Everyone uses Biden as a punching bag to appear fair and balanced. Republicans, Democrats, the press. No one wants to hold Trump accountable. But everyone wants to hammer Biden. Why? Fear. The media fears Trump. Trump fears Biden. Biden fears God. And God? God fears the media. When there's only one voice in the room, it's not consensus, it's monopoly. And monopoly kills truth. Left-leaning media hate Biden not merely because of fear of Trump, they have a litany of reasons. He is too moderate and centrist. To the left, it's a crime. He is too pro-establishment. Healing the nation's soul and restoring political normalcy? Who cares? He supported Israel, which equals endorsing genocide. He has faith in the system. How can that rival the MAGA revolution? He speaks the language of the older generation. Who cares about rules and democratic norms and real American values? He is not chic, generates no media buzz, no flair, no wow, no fun. A president must perform and play along. He is too weak to compete with Trump, even though he remains the only one beating Trump. In short, he must be punished and resented for not being radical or trendy enough. Even his achievements are twisted into further reasons to criticize and undermine him, especially those Democrats who love to hate Biden. So, what do Democrats stand to gain or lose by relentlessly attacking Biden? In our next episode, we'll explore the complex love-hate relationship between Biden and his own party. What do you think? Come in and leave your comments. I'm Feng Ming, see you next time.